YouTube Playables, the brand new mobile catalog of games that you can play on your browser. Jetpack Joyride, Angry Birds, Dress to Impress. It just takes up space as I scroll and look for my lunchtime video of the day. Another ½ gigabyte of bloat to YouTube browser. It's just taking up space for the sake of it. They're not even highlighting their heavy hitters. They're highlighting whatever the hell this is. And just like you, I wrote it off as just another feature. That was until the next morning. POU! The little guy's been around for as long as I can remember. I mean, he has been the face of those virtual pet games for a long time. In a world of puffles and pet rocks, POU was my rock. He was my world. He was POU. He was the granddaddy of them all. He was up there with like Angry Birds, Jetpack Joyride. He was just there. Of course, you've probably played some version of POU, whether it's like Boo, Do, whatever it's called. There's like 20 billion of them. There's even one where you raise them before they die on you, which is pretty cool. Now, on first look, nothing's really changed. I mean, it's still as simple as you remember it being, but there's a little twist here and there. Imagine you clicked on POU hacked infinite money glitch APK download online. That's what this game is. And I mean, this little guy has a really aggressive appetite. Like, it just doesn't refuse food, it just keeps eating. Gameplay is still the same, you know? Still got that clunky, cute charm to it. And of course, you gotta level up to get outfits and everything. Overall, I would say the 10 minutes we shared will always have a soft spot in my heart. And, well, I just closed the game and moved on. I mean, I had stuff to do. I honestly forgot I was given POU to take care of, and man, has he seen better days. Simple enough, just clean him up, force feed him some burgers, and boom, POU was back to normal. And as I watered flowers, played with the gerbil, and took POU for a joyride, I kind of realized something. YouTube forced me to take care of this POU. God damn it! So, you know, I thought maybe there was a way to reset POU, you know? Wipe his memory so I could just disappear and not have to take care of him anymore? Yeah, there's no getting rid of him. You can't really delete the app, so that's not an option. And most of the videos online didn't really help either. So, I was just kind of stuck with this POU. I mean, he's waiting for me to come back, and I'm obviously there because I'm on YouTube all the time. So it's like, you know, how can I watch a video when POU's out there dying of sickness in the background somewhere? I just couldn't live with that conscience. I mean, what's the alternative? I don't want to pay child support in the form of YouTube memberships and premium. I'm not about that. But like, why would YouTube add this feature at all? Like, who is asking for browser game from YouTube? Well, here's my crackpot take on it. Google is known for trying all these ambitious projects. You know, you got Google Docs, Google Sheets, even apps like Google Giggles. Not every trial's a success, we know this. Google's infamous for their graveyard, which has a list of all these different things they've tried and failed. And in that graveyard, an epitaph reads, Google Stadia. You might know Google Stadia as that big cloud gaming thing that happened a long time ago that failed, and you'd be absolutely right in thinking that. It was a massive failure. Like, it did not do nearly as well as Google had hoped. So my theory is when Google added it to their growing graveyard, somebody realized, hey, we have all this tech lying around, why not use it for something on a smaller scale? So they made Playables. It makes sense in theory, you know, low risk, high reward, because these games aren't exactly like RAM eaters, they're not Chrome killers, they're just kind of there. They're not too big, like for example, the biggest games on there are probably the name brands like Angry Birds, and that's not exactly huge, especially when you consider they have a revolving door of levels. So in theory, YouTube could take that hit to its bandwidth and stuff in order to kind of raise revenue a little bit. The only problem is most of the games on there are slop. Let's be honest. I mean, these are the games you see in the ads. And I think that's the main issue with this. This feels more like something you would just see in the bargain bin of like a dollar store, you know? You're getting games like the one where they eat the burger and their ass gets fatter and pixel coloring books. I mean, you know, I personally would like to see a couple more good games so that they could actually have a decent row of selection. But hey, Angry Birds is getting canon skibbity toilet levels, so who's winning here? I'm taking my ass to Google Giggles when it comes out. As of right now, Playables just kind of exists. But at least for me, it's become my personal hell. I almost forgot I'm stuck with this POU, but I don't know what to do with it. I mean, technically, I could raise it to adulthood and let it fend for itself, so that's easier said than done, you know? Raising a real living thing takes a lot of time and effort. It's not something you could just gloss over, you know? It's just hard to kind of raise a child or anything for that matter correctly. I mean, without me! Well, Pooh, this is gonna hurt you more than it hurts me, but you're free! Go make a life for yourself. There he goes, that son of a gun. You know, I never really taught him how to drive or anything. Ooh. Pooh, I hardly knew you. But what was true was that you were my Pooh. And now we're all gonna say boo-hoo because, well, we miss you. Well, I mean, I guess I don't have to pay YouTube Premium anymore. So yeah, Playables are cool, but be careful. You might have to raise a Pooh like me. And if you'll excuse me, I got a skibbity toilet level to beat. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fire, dude.